This exercise that I'm going to demonstrate and teach you today is called the dead stop pullover. We can perform it with any sort of club, sledgehammer, meal. In this instance, I'm going to use a Gada, and this is a 14 kilo Gada on quite a long handle. You'll notice it's a fairly long handle, and I tend to keep my Gada handles long because it gives me options in lever length, so options in variety of swings. If I chop this off and I wanted to do a longer swing, I can't, but if I keep it on, I can obviously choke the Gada wherever I want on the handle. And for today, I'm going to be choking it fairly low, just above this knuckle here. And that's going to keep the lever length relatively short, which is going to help with the mechanics of this movement. The dead stop Gada pullover. Let me give you a demonstration, then I'll tell you what it's working and how we do it. So, it's working triceps, latissimus dorsi, it's going to work deltoids, it's also going to work all the forearm musculature, grip. It's very quite intense on the grip, particularly when you go heavy. And the theory here is that if you can get it into that back corridor and tricep extend it into that position ready to do the pullover, you should be able to pull it over, because the muscle that's going to pull the Gada to the dead stop position is latissimus dorsi, and the latissimus dorsi is a bigger and stronger muscle than the triceps. So if you can get it to that position, you should be able to get it to that position, in theory. If we look at the position that I pull it over to, this is a non-negotiable. It has to be low, okay? So we have to pull it low. So you have to get used to having the Gada nice and low and having that grip strength or grip efficiency to make sure you're not over gripping, but you can almost balance the Gada in that position. If I turn to a lateral view, you can see arm fairly well extended, but I'm still able to control the Gada. If you don't pull to that position and you don't pull low, the mace will over rotate and then you've got no chance of recovering it. So you must think about pulling low. The start position, or the start for this movement, we have to supinate the hand and put it just above where we want to pinch the Gada handle. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to lift it over the back of the shoulder into the back corridor. Then you want to extend the arm up, and once you're in that position, you're locking in. So you're going to lock yourself in, and then you're just going to visualize pulling the elbow forward. You'll notice as I pull that Gada forward, I look for the Gada head, okay? And that's going to help you really find home and find stability in that position, okay? So remember, we start with the supinated palm, up and over the shoulder, extend the arm up, and then we're just going to pull the elbow forward, look for the Gada head. And then we can start again. Okay, so when we go from that extended position and pull, we don't want to pull with the wrist. We're locked in at that point, and we're just visualizing this elbow coming forward. Remember, the latissimus dorsi is attached to the humerus. So if we think about pulling the elbow, we're controlling that upper arm, and we're going to maintain that extension in that arm that we've pulled to, and we're going to find home relatively simply. I'm going to do a pull rep now, and you'll see how the mechanics break down if I try and pull with my wrist, and I try and pull it over my shoulder rather than pulling my elbow forward. You just can't do it. The arm, you're obviously changing the lever mechanics, you're changing the angle, and it's the mace handle is just going to hit you in the shoulder, and you're just going to fail. Okay, I'll show you one more time correctly in a lateral view, and then you can have a go yourself. I would always recommend starting light, then adding load once you've proven proficiency at a lighter weight, just like any progressive overload. So practice maybe with a lighter Gada, or maybe a sledgehammer, even a long club, long heavy club, but keep that lever long and pull nice and low. One more time for the lateral view. And look for the club. Look for that Gada head. If you have a go, let me know how you get on. Good luck.